Welcome to Staff Picks with me, the Discerning Clerk. Typically on this channel, I discuss one movie at a time, breaking down the symbolism to expose the lies in Hollywood Babylon. And a lot of times this process completely ruins the rewatchability of these movies. But I am a cinephile at heart, having worked in video stores for almost a decade, and very nearly going to film school in my early 20s. I still like movies. I like talking about movies, and I like making connections between actors. For example, I'm currently working on deconstructing Scent of a Woman. That should come out on Monday or Tuesday, but actor Bradley Whitford appeared in Scent of a Woman in a smaller role, and I've also been watching The Handmaid's Tale, 30 years later, where Bradley Whitford plays Commander Joseph Lawrence. That's a long career. Anyway, Staff Picks is a concept I've done a few times, but it's been a while. And with Mother's Day coming up, I thought I'd do a top 5 clerk recommended movies for Mother's Day, either to watch with your own mom or enjoy alone if you are a mom with children of any age. In no particular order, we're going to start off strong and entirely inappropriate with Bad Moms. Bad Moms was released in 2016 and stars Kristen Bell, Mila Kunis, and Kathryn Hahn as 3 very different women who unite together against the unattainable expectations of motherhood. Amy, played by Mila Kunis, is the high-achieving working mom who tries to have it all and accomplish everything all at once. She finally reaches a breaking point with the PTA president, played by the incomparable Christina Applegate. Amy befriends Kiki, played by Kristen Bell, and Carla, played by Kathryn Hahn. Kiki is an anxious yet underwhelmed stay-at-home mom who struggles with her identity now that her children are in school. In attempting to find herself again, the moms go looking for fun and freedom from the mundane and monotonous life. Carla is a single mom who dances to the beat of her own drum and finally finds some acceptance when she finds friends. This movie is not for all ages and not for all sensibilities. It's vulgar and crass, full of language and innuendo, but also full of heart, a true appreciation for the sacrifices all types of moms make raising their children. Next is similar in plot, but very different in delivery. It's Mom's Night Out, a much lesser known title because it's associated with Christian filmmakers John and Andrew Irwin. This one follows mom Allison on Mother's Day, who is desperate for time away from her children who need her for everything. She just wants some adult conversation, to enjoy a hot meal she didn't have to prepare, and not to be needed for everything for a few hours. A comedy of errors and a series of unfortunate events ensue, causing Allison to really examine her own heart. It is faith-based, and those kinds of films can be hokey, but I found Mom's Night Out to be truly funny, appropriate for all ages, and truly speaking the heart of God for mothers. It doesn't shy away from the real anxiety and guilt most moms feel regularly, but meets it with truth and hope. Okay, we've laughed a lot with the first two. Now get ready to cry with 1998's Stepmom, starring Susan Sarandon, Julia Roberts, and Ed Harris. Jackie and Luke Harrison are the divorced parents, managing co-parenting and trying to be agreeable with one another, until Luke begins seriously dating younger Isabel and proposes marriage, which launches the younger woman into a blended family, making her a stepmother and perceived rival to Jackie, the can-do-it-all matriarch, until Jackie is diagnosed with terminal cancer and can't do it all anymore, alone. I appreciate this one for the reality of blended families and the challenges of facing death. While Isabel tries to connect with her stepchildren in her own way, she must navigate a relationship with the strong-willed Jackie. These mother figures find their way eventually through vulnerability and acquiescing to one another for the best outcome for the children involved. Next, a family-oriented animated film from 2011, Mars Needs Moms. Now, I speak a lot about how cartoons aren't really made for children, and that space isn't real. So why would I recommend an animated alien movie? Despite the incredulous plot and not-so-hidden meaning around alien disclosure, I found Mars Needs Moms speaks to the real value that mothers have not just from their own families, but to the entire world. The story follows Milo, a young boy who doesn't always get along with his mom, but she truly cares for her son and loves him unconditionally. When Milo learns his mom has been abducted by aliens to care for Martian babies, he finally learns to appreciate all she does for him and how well he's loved by her. Finally, to round out the top 5, we've got Freaky Friday, the 2003 remake of the 70s original starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. Moms and their teen daughters don't always see eye to eye. Ask me how I know. Moms forget what it was like to manage high school, friendships, bullies, and crushes, all while preparing to be launched into adulthood. And teens can't truly appreciate the wisdom and experience their moms want to share, hoping their children don't make the same mistakes they did, while also living their own lives for the first time. In Freaky Friday, mom Tess and teen daughter Anna supernaturally swap bodies and each get a full immersive experience of the life of the other. Generations clash, but they must come to more than an understanding in order to get their own life back. This one is funny, silly, and highly improbable, yet it's full of heart and a great soundtrack. So those are my recommended movies to watch for Mother's Day. Honorable mentions include the musical Mamma Mia, sad Southern Steel Magnolias, cringeworthy Monster-in-Law, and Disney animated Brave. Let me know in the comments which movies you'd recommend, and if you like this kind of content. Subscribe to the channel if you're a fellow cinephile and conspiracy theorist. But don't follow me. Follow the one who saves you. And until next time, keep looking up.
Getting a little angry and it's doing something ugly to your face.